Well, here it goes. It's just me and the mic, once again. It's not something that I normally do, which is pull up the mic and have something to say. Well, I do that a lot for job front, but when it comes to voicing out what's on my mind, I think this is probably the very first time. There's a lot of underlying emotions that a lot of us are going through right now. Some of it can be very significant based on the situation that's around us, which we are all aware. And the last 4 months has been pretty heavy. But we don't seem to really understand exactly what the underlying meaning of this is. Despite all the confusion, despite all the depression, some of them are scared. They're scared out of their minds because they feel that they are going to be next, either in terms of losing a job, losing a loved one, or even losing their very own life. That is a physical aspect of it, yes. But when you think about it, mentally, there's a lot of pressure on all of us as well, because of the stress that this so-called physical aspect will bring. The depression and the anxiety that we've all been facing through this process is something that we have a lot to learn from. Now, we can argue and say, yes, let's look at the bright side of it, or let's not think of the negative parts, or let's just see how bad it is. It's not about seeing the good or the bad. In fact, what I believe, obviously, is all of this was meant to happen. All of this was meant to happen, whether we like it or not. Why? Because it's the natural cycle. It's just the way it had to be. For every downtime, there will be an up, and likewise. Now, does that mean that there is no cure or there is no end to this? Of course not. That's not up to us. Things will pan out, and the results we will see. But the point is, amidst all this chaos, we do have to understand that it's not going to be forever. Surely things will never go back to normal. There is always a new birth from all this. And into that newness, we all will step forward. But it is to also highlight one issue, which is not trying to rush something just for the sake of rushing it. Now, amidst all this confusion, there's a few people who are really trying to push for a job, or who are really trying to capitalize on something, so on and so forth. Granted that some people may see the opportunity in the gap, but that doesn't mean that every single thing out there is meant for you to try as well. Do pay in mind what it is that you wish to do. Do pay in mind what it is that you wish to achieve. I am speaking rather slow at the moment because I'm pulling all this right from my mind. I don't have any points, I don't have any pointers. I'm just talking to you. But know this, that not everything out there is meant for you. There might be tons of opportunities, but it might be not the one for you. So just be mindful of that and learn to trust the process. Now, regardless of how this may seem, this isn't much of a motivational talk. This is more of just me talking to myself, which is why I'm all alone right here and just, voicing on myself, what's on my mind exactly. But I think I would try to reiterate the fact saying that do trust the process. Don't try to rush it. And that's, I kind of just remembered, like, that's a very, very significant saying by a person, I don't know if you all know him, but E.T. the hip hop preacher. He's very famous, at least in recent times. He's not well known from back in the day like Les Brown and all of the other great people. So yeah, he says, trust the process and don't rush the process. And I think that's what it is at the end of the day. It's for us to build that trust in it and for us to go on and go forth. Well, with that being said, this is a wrap.